Hello and welcome all to the Time Traveler's Tavern, where there's tales from it and other things. Yeah, I said things. Alright, I will be your navigator and captain, Deadpaw, taking you on this informative journey. Informative of what? We still don't know. But that's why we have our wonderful net guru and all-around frumpy, colorful commentary provided by my good friend Toast.
I'm closer to white bread than rye.
Fair enough. And over to the other side, we have Mr.E. Not as an ecstasy. It's more of a pun on mystery, not Mr. and E. Alright, Mr.E. in the studio with us today.
Indeed.
Alright, today we're going to go down a traveling line of science and fiction, or science fiction, or fictional science, and all that kind of good stuff.
Having produce in certain areas. Anyway.
That sounds like a personal experience story.
No.
Let's not be enlightened.
No.
Enlightened.
It's not. Regardless, it's the fact that someone once upon a time, thank you, Toast, for turning on the very bright lights that we don't need in here right now.
So to set the theme, the atmosphere for you, it's very romantic. It's mood lighting. We're sitting around in a group, small.
Smooth jazz in the background.
I did
like
post
fog drifting through the breeze.
I did post a photo on the YouTube.
And that dame walked in with the legs that just didn't end.
His name was Steve.
I was going to say, didn't we just talk about how you are all legs?
Exactly why I went there.
See now, if they want proof, I did take a photo and post it on the Facebook group.
Proof of?
My legs?
Well, okay, if you want, but I'll take a new photo.
No, I don't. That's kind of creepy.
Yeah,
Kind of?
A little bit.
I mean, I'm podcasting. Don't you guys ever check your posts?
Sometimes.
Not really.
It's rare.
That's more of a medical exam for a professional.
Anyway,
Post or pre?
And now I have nothing to throw at him.
a popular refrain is never my
Again.
answer. On the other hand, because people think they're smart is number one.
Hey, I didn't say it. I went by that. And said, apparently.
By the way,
You're freaking genius.
famous quote for the day would be a very old one. Sucker is born every minute,
As far as I'm aware, not actually said by P.T. Barnum.
but credited to him, commonly.
And he's willing to take credit for it.
Indeed.
As with everything else.
Yeah.
Wasn't he
Because
from
was
Wisconsin?
a con man. Oh, I want to say no.
But it's worth looking up. And Toast!
The Circus World was Ringling Brothers.
See, because I think
You're
he's from
thinking Barnum
Wisconsin.
and Bailey.
That could be.
I
Also,
believe he was
Houdini
from
was
Illinois.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin has turned out a lot of famous people.
And Jeff
Unfortunately,
Dahmer.
but I was getting there. Unfortunately, a lot of them were also serial killers, cannibals, and just
Con men.
creepy people.
Creepy people.
Creepy people.
So,
Well, Screech from Saved by the Bell lives in Port.
that's his
Used to, till they went to prison.
name
Stabbed a guy.
is interesting.
Maybe he'll return to his residence.
As well as the fact that he was the mayor of Bridgeport, Connecticut, and a member of the Connecticut House of Representatives.
Okay.
He was born in Bethel, Connecticut.
Oh, there you go.
But the reason it's interesting is his name was Phineas Taylor Barnum.
Phineas Taylor Barnum. This man sounds epic. What's the name? Phineas Taylor Barnum.
Anyway, he was a famous con, so I have no doubt that he would happily take the credit for that line. I don't know who came
Suck
up
his
with the
ball
line,
every minute,
but
son.
he is credited for it, even if it isn't his. Most commonly,
Time
at
travel?
any rate. Oh my God, is that? Let me see that.
You can tell it's him because of the sunglasses.
Who's that supposed to be?
I looked up Vietnam vet. I'm trying to find a picture that looks like him.
Well, at a distance on your phone, that looked like someone else we knew.
Was it me?
No.
Was it him?
No.
Was it Jorge?
Though apparently when I went to dinner with my parents, we actually had one of the managers stop, look at me, and go, He's like rather interestingly enough, it's like, you look almost identical to one of our cooks. And so guys again, it's like, you look nearly identical. So eventually he's just like, okay, it's like, well, you go, you'll have a nice day. I'm like, yeah, you have a nice day too, and I'll eventually get back to work for you.
You always get that you look like a guy.
You look like that guy from that place, that time where things happened.
And you have no idea what I was talking about.
No, because he was pantomiming to me
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah.
He was
I
at a
was trying to figure
restaurant
it
and he
out.
was confused with the waitstaff.
No, cook. See, even you weren't paying attention.
Isn't the cook part of the waitstaff?
No.
No.
Part of the food prep.
Yeah.
Oh, to go to college.
It'd be like, or you're saying if he got confused for the dishwasher.
Yeah, he looks more like the dryer.
Indeed.
I will say, back when I was about 18-ish, I went, Piggly Wiggly was right down the road. Like, basically
right
across
there.
it was right down the road / across the road, whatever,
Calling him Toady now.
from my, at the time, girlfriend's apartment.
Disclaimer, it's a grocery store for you that are out of the area, because I know people in New York have no idea what a Piggly Wiggly is.
And if people
This is
are
true.
from New York listening to this, why? So no.
Who do we make the check out to? We're sorry in advance.
You earned that one.
Anyways, as I was saying, we walked to the store, and it was a lovely day out. So it was like I'm wearing my typical attire, which consists of my dad's old army uniform.
Okay.
So we walk in, get our shopping done. Not much, just like a couple little snacks and stuff, and we walk out. There's somebody from the VA out there, collecting the donations and giving out those little flowers.
Posies, I think it is.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So I walk out, and this guy comes over, hands me one, and says, "For your lovely wife, thanks for your service." So I just kind of put it up behind her ear, and I go, "Thank you, sir," and walked away. Just left it at that. She didn't know what to say to it, and I just kind of rolled with it, because he did a nice thing. He did a kind thing.
And you don't dare correct him.
Yeah. He did a kind thing, and he did something that he thought was good, and it was a very nice gesture. But it's that moment of, I wonder what war he thought I served in. Hi, wifey, how's it going? We broke up shortly after.
Yeah, go for
Apparently, she had commitment issues. Crap, what am I doing?
Anything else that you have, sir, or shall I continue on this list? Okay. All right. Number 1. If it sounds too good to be true, it's your own fault. Like a good wrestler, con artists know how to use a person's strength against them.
Anyway.
What?
Is there blood on the dance floor?
It goes back to the previous cause.
Blood on the dance floor is a band I've heard of.
I was going to say, no, it goes back to the previous topic which you poo-pooed.
Nice and serious.
Yes. Okay. It's one hard to confess truth about nearly every scam victim I've ever spoken to is this. We all have a little criminal in us. There's a piece of us that's anxious to get in on an investment before anyone else knows about it, or to get that new gadget at a price others could only dream about. Yes, the bad guy taking the money is the big criminal, but virtually never have I interviewed a victim who wasn't a little criminal. People wire money to Africa or remail a stolen computer to London because they are a willing accomplice. Don't think you deserve special treatment. Don't think you are smarter than everyone else. That's when the trouble begins.
So my story of success is very, very limited.
Indeed. But in addition to that, it goes back to something else we were talking about earlier, I believe before we were recording, about people who've wired money to...
No, I'm pretty sure we
Were we recording by that point? I don't remember.
I believe so.
Okay, I might be wrong. Okay.
After I came in the back door and you said...
Yeah, okay.
Next time,
Yeah. Starting to feel like the guy who played Crichton on Red Dwarf.
Robert Llewellyn?
Yeah, that guy. Because apparently he always did that with lines.
Curry?
No, he'd forget where he was going, and then someone else would remind him, and he'd be like, yeah, okay, I got it. Never mind. Okay, number...
Isn't that a basketball player?
Robert Llewellyn?
Like Steve Curry or something? I want to say
Adrian Curry?
That
No,
might
she's
be it.
hot.
Anyway,
If I'm remembering correctly, I'd like a taste of that curry.
you'd like a taste of Tim Curry if you could get it.
No, I just have him read old lines from Mighty Max for me.
I don't know.
Send me your
Read
dulcet
it again,
tones.
or you get the hose.
I mean, mind you, it was the 70s. But Rocky Horror? I wasn't sure until the 80s whether he was a guy or a girl.
And by then you'd moved on to Boy George.
Oh boy.
Music-wise,
Uh-huh.
He does have a gay ear.
Hmm.
Do you really want to hurt me?
and remember, kids, when in Berlin, don't stop at that place with pig pretzel in the window. It's not a pretzel stop.
I don't want to know. And you're not going to share.
Great music, though. But there were bears.
Number
Furry chests and all.
2.
Yep.
We are all smart in different ways. Everyone is good at something, and everyone is dumb at something.
That is untrue. I know someone who's nothing good at words.
Only in type.
I got distracted by a very flattering picture.
Was it Caitlyn Jenner again?
Adrian Curry. Slave Leia outfit.
Somehow
It made
all...
me chew my tongue.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm a guy.
You would be a drooling puddle in front of her.
No, I've met very attractive actual. I don't
Okay, if
remember
we
names.
arranged something beforehand saying that she wanted to go to bed, or convincing her to tell you she wanted to go to bed with you, everything would go out the window.
And it looked like that. The look of disgust on her face would be palpable, especially when I licked it.
Oh my god. Did you ever hear that joke?
Maybe.
No, it's the basically it's the I was sitting in an interview while licking lips. You know, I'm like yeah, I'm really sorry, and the interviewer said, yeah, please stop licking my lips.
I'm a puppy.
Maybe you are. Oh god! Stop. Just stop. First off, it reminded me of a Brian Posehn joke.
He's just trying to distract me now.
He's succeeding.
Indubitably.
Maybe you are a slick investor.
I'm a devil with a forked tongue.
But you don't realize your dentist is overtreating you.
Ladies love it.
Maybe you have an elegant spreadsheet of monthly expenses, but haven't noticed yet your cable bill has risen from $50 to $150 per minute. Month.
$150 per minute. Oh crap! I gotta watch this quick. Ultra fast forward.
That's
Excellent episode of NCIS.
that's where it seems to be going.
A lot of head biffs. Wonderful.
Head biffs.
Biff. Head slaps, biffs.
Gib slaps.
Yep.
Okay. Now
Maybe
I know
don't make me gib slap you.
Now I know what you're talking about. Okay. Maybe you're a business reporter, but you're terrible with money, which is apparently very common. Nobody's good at everything, which means there will come a time when you have to flat out trust someone else not to cheat you. The plumber, the auto mechanic, the surgeon. At these times, you have to keep in mind.
That is the worst cast call for a sitcom.
Also, why do you think I learned how to do all that on my own? I should probably get treated for gangrene.
You're not a surgeon.
I've removed things from people.
I've stitched people back together with dental floss. So, yes, I know what the hell you're talking about.
Buckshot.
Ooh.
Arrest me anytime.
Ooh.
Imperial officer.
Oh my god.
But no, that was his own fault.
Yeah, I can see your lightsaber raising already. Yeah.
Some people complained about when she did the costume for Aeon Flux because she went with the animated version.
Oh my.
Where they basically wear nothing.
Yes.
And she was really good at it.
Okay.
Indubitably.
Thank God you're putting away the tablets so that
So they
that
have really good
Dead
music.
Paw will stop being
But
distracted.
no pretzels. Vizinka ama ba.
Where was I?
Now that you summon a demon.
At these times, you have to keep in mind reason number one. If you are information poor, you are a potential victim. Yes, you, who thinks you are above all this. And that's where reason number 3 comes in. You don't listen to that little voice. Mr. Deadpaw.
Why should I listen to a midget?
You say,
So now, let me jump.
no, I'm gonna jump before you jump because I can jump higher.
Yes, sir.
I'm in shape.
And crisscross will make you jump.
Jump
Everybody
around.
jump.
That's
Cause pain.
yeah.
But anyways, how would I know the little voice?
Because I don't think you listen to
I was
it.
gonna say, how would I know the little voice when there's so many others yelling things louder?
One's named Steven.
What is your obsession with that name? Mm-hmm. Go to your corner.
I was going to bring up that as far as cons go and stuff, there are legal cons too, like LifeLock. When you are uninformed enough and paranoid, you can have them be paranoid for you for as little as $9.95 a month.
And funny enough, the founder of LifeLock had his identity stolen.
Yes.
Which
Twice.
was hilarious.
Twice.
Anyone know of any legal scams that are legal currently?
Car insurance?
Police.
The police are a scam.
The police are a legal scam. They show up to a car accident to determine fault and then give the person at fault a ticket.
How's that a scam?
Because it's highway robbery.
No,
Not
that
if
would
we're
be
not
highway
backwards.
robbery. That'd be the Wild West, not scams.
Civil forfeiture might be what you're thinking of.
Nah, it's a step
Whereas
removed from
whatever I
martial
said
law.
was true. I don't remember what I said.
What?
Exactly.
He's having arguments with his friend named Steve.
You get one more, then you'll be forcibly removed.
Like a cyst.
I'll make him do it.
With a knife?
Clearly. I like my knives.
That was my line.
I know. Why do you think I looked at you when I said it? Gazing into your steely blue eyes. I don't even know what color his eyes are, to be honest. I don't look at him that hard.
I don't think you'd ever get confused with being Hispanic if you had blue eyes.
Why, are you saying there are no blue-eyed Hispanics?
Yes.
That's racist.
Not if mom and dad both
Corkscrew.
are Hispanic.
Actually, it's possible.
Possible. Just unlikely.
If I remember correctly,
Scientifically speaking.
If I remember correctly,
No.
blue eyes is actually a mutation of the brown eye gene.
Okay, I could see it.
This is, it's not likely, but it's possible.
Then how do you explain my dark, soul-sucking voids?
Apparently, my sister.
Anime.
Apparently,
Oh, that's right.
My sister, who is brown-eyed, up until about 2 years old, had very smoky gray eyes. eyes. It was really cool looking. But
And then she went and pooped.
no, and then she just got full of poop.
She was constipated. All right, so on that wonderful note of fact, validation, and verification, any other shuns we should add to here? No? All right. Skipping over his thoughts here, we're going to farm this out, and Mr.E, would you like to bid adieu?
Until next time.
There you go. A good web guru toast.
What?
Parting words.
If you're using a comb, make sure you go the right direction.
That would be a good parting word. All right, and this is your captain, not of a Boeing, just of a dead paw. Thank you for joining the, what is this? Tales from the Time Traveler's Tavern? Apparently that's what we are. Thank you for joining. So that's it.
You've got to fix the boat, or get on and swim. You don't sit there bitching.